Hi there all, I just wanted to show you a little bit of a video on how the Swanage Town Council's online booking system works for our tennis courts. I want to show you just a little bit about how to register, how to log into your account, and most importantly how to book courts and a few details about those bookings. Just first and foremost, when you get onto this site itself, you need to go on bookingsmanager.biz/Swanage. That should take you onto here. You might find it might take you onto the beach huts, so you might end up having a screen that looks a bit like this, and like I've just shown you here, just to change it is to click onto this screen, click tennis courts, and you're then redirected back to our court booking system as we see it. Couple of things, you are given a week-long view here, and you've got all the courts stated down the side here. When you see times, that is times that have been booked on that court. So for example, 9 till 1 has been already booked on court 1, and the next booking is not till 4 till 6. In this case, you could actually book 1 till 2 if you wish, and this is now where I'm going to show you how to maybe proceed to that point. Okay. The first thing obviously we need to do is register. So you click on register and it'll bring up a new customer registration form, which you need to just show or input all your information that's relevant to you. Just let them know whether you are happy for them to send you notifications. They can't or won't send you any of your data through to third parties unless required by law, and obviously that's up to you if you tick that box. Like most registration forms, you have to put in a code. So this one will just ask you in capital letters just to put in a code there that you pop in here. Okay, and then you submit registration form. I've already done this process already, so I won't be doing this registration. But once you've done that, it will bring you up another page that will just say that your customer registration was successful. You are due to receive an email, and that will contain your activation code and your link to activating your account. I'm going to show you what mine looked like. So I would then go to your emails, as it were. Check your spam at this point if this booking doesn't show or this email doesn't show. A couple of things here. It just does tell you a little bit on how to contact the information center, and obviously their address should you have any problems. The activation only lasts obviously 48 hours, so this code here, what you'd need to do is you'd need to copy and paste this code. Don't write it down. It just keeps everything simple. Just copy and paste it through edit and copy. Okay, and then click on the link here. Takes you to the activation code screen. Click on that box and then type paste in, click paste, sorry, and then click start activation. Okay, again, I'm not going to do this because I've already done it, but it will then redirect you to a similar looking page, but it'll ask you then to pop in a username, a password, and confirming your password. Once that's already been done, it will then ask you to log in. So you can click on this login page, and it'll ask you to enter your username, which is mine's Just Play Tennis, and obviously my password, and then I can log in from there. Okay, so hopefully that's fairly self-explanatory. Now up to this point, if you have struggled like I didn't get an activation email. That's because their email system was down at that point, so I couldn't get an activation email, and therefore I couldn't proceed up to this point. I know that this is all working now, so we should find that you are capable of receiving that email and doing that same process as I've just shown you. Okay. Once you're logged in here, you'll notice that there's 2 extra tabs here, so you can change your password. Okay, and also you have your bookings icon, which you can now select and now start to make bookings. One thing to just note, when you go onto My Bookings, you can start a new booking. You cannot cancel any of these bookings unless you call the tourist information site or centre, sorry, on the number in the email, but I'll also show you where that is again in a second. It's also on your home page if you click on home. But what you need to do, if you want to book a a court, you'd start on a new booking form. Okay, and it will gradually get you there. It allows you to book for Swanage beach huts and tennis courts. So you literally just click on Swanage Tennis Courts, click Next. Again, let's wait 2 seconds. It's being a little bit slow. And then obviously it'll ask you to read the conditions, and then all you need to do is accept the and continue with your booking. Okay, so we're accepting that. Now obviously we're going to need a tennis court, so we're going to make sure this is highlighted. We're going to click Next. And now you're into selecting your time slot. Now, a couple of things here. This at the moment is automatically set, say, for the 5th of April 2019 at 10 o'clock for 1 hour, and obviously ending at 11 o'clock on the same day. When you book a court, you select where you would like to book. So let's say I wanted to book a court at on Wednesday. If I scroll down, there's this little bar here. You can scroll across and select your time. Okay, so let's just say on Wednesday I wanted to book at 12 o'clock. I then click Done. It will change all those details up for you and then ask you the length of your booking. So it might be 1 or 2 hours. Note it doesn't say 30 minutes or it doesn't say 1.5 hours. That's only because they only take hour bookings. Okay, so if you wanted a 90-minute booking, you're just going to have to do 2 hours with that booking. If you wanted a 30 or 45-minute booking, you book an hour. Okay, so I'll book an hour in there. And then it just tells you about our membership options. So obviously if you are on court as non-members, you will pay for your court, and obviously that's where you need to go and do that. If you are a member that's taking a non-member on court, that's when you'd say this, and it's a slightly reduced rate. And then if you are under 16 or you're a current member, you would just click on that and then click Next. And then it will tell you all your availability that you can have on that day. So let's say on the 10th, I've got now court 1, 2, 3 and 6 available at those times. Okay, so I want to book, say, court 1 at 12 o'clock. So I'm going to add the booking. I'll tell you your details here. Are you sure? I think we're sure with that, so we're going to go with that. And it seems to be taking a little bit of time here. Let's go back again. 10th of 4th, club members. 12 to 1, next. So for some reason it didn't work there. Okay, so we click that. Do you want another? Nope. We're okay. Okay, and then it then takes you straight through to your booking, which is here. I've already made bookings already, but obviously this one here is the one we've just booked. As you can see, it says the 10th of 4th of the date that you've booked. It does allow you to reject the booking now, or you can confirm and pay. So if I click confirm and pay, it would then invoice you as to what you owe. So if I was to have a non-member in this booking now, then it will charge me £7.50 and then VAT of £1.50, which means I pay £9 on the court. Okay. Once I'm happy with that, I can then confirm booking and obviously pay in full, which I don't need to, but if I did, I'd go then. Once I click onto this, it will take you to the payment side of things, so you can obviously online pay. If I click on it and say, are you sure? I say, yeah. It will then take me there and it will give me a chance to download the invoice. Okay, and it just says invoice paid with thanks. Okay, so that just obviously shows you that the booking. Now, if I was to go back into my bookings and just double check what I've booked, you'll see that what it says now is it's 10th of the 4th. I've got a standard booking on court 1 and it's already been invoiced, and there's my invoice details, and I can see that it's now been paid, and it will tell you how much you've paid there. I can click on that and download from there as well. Okay, if you need to cancel this court, what you need to do is phone up the tourist information, and then obviously ask for that court to be cancelled. And please do, because obviously if you're not using it, it just doesn't allow other people to. It then allows other people to book that same court if they were looking to go and play. So you click on this and then decide, right, I want to cancel that one, please, and you would phone them up, and then that would happen. So hopefully that's cleared you up as to how to book a court. And when you go home, I said that I'd show you, obviously, this tells you when you can phone directly into the information centre, and that's the number which you can call. Okay, here now we can obviously see the different times. I said it was 12 to 1, and there's my booking now. Okay, on court 1, we can see it nice and clearly there. Okay, it doesn't come up with your name or anything like that to say who's booked. I think that might be something in the future that they're looking to do. Otherwise, it just turns up as a time. When you phone up to the town council, they can actually see their end, obviously who's booked those courts. Okay, but we can't see the name of those. I think in terms of booking courts and booking systems, hopefully that makes a little bit of sense to you. Most of the online and the registration side of things is user error. Okay, so if you are looking to activate or register your account, please make sure that your email that you input is correct, and your email as you would put it in if you were to sign into your email account, as that's where the activation code will go and the email will go. Check your spam just in case that there aren't any emails in there, should you not be able to find it in your normal regular inbox. Once you've done that, obviously you can then click on and get to the activation process. Please, please, please make sure you copy and paste that code, and then obviously put it in the activation box when you click on the link. Okay, that will speed your process up, and it will mean that you don't need to phone the council tourist information office asking why it won't activate. One problem I did have, I think I've stated already, is that I couldn't get an email activation code. That was only because the emails were down at the tourist information centre, and it meant that I had to wait until they had that sorted, and then I phoned them back up again, and they gave me an activation code, so they can do that. When you're booking a court, for example, let's say that 12 till 1, if it does come up and says that you think you're currently a member and you've paid your fees and it's still asking you to pay, just please make sure A, that you obviously have paid, B, that you inform the town council office that you are a member, and they will use their powers that be to make sure that they click on the relevant button to ensure that you are a member and therefore don't need to pay any court fees. Apart from that, that is pretty much it. It is quite self-explanatory. Please try and play around with this before contacting the Tourist Information Centre, just to shortcut you there. It is very simple. Hopefully this video has really helped you. Please watch it again if you feel that you're missing something out, or if it's not right. You can obviously speak to myself as well about any of these sort of court booking systems. I understand it quite well, so yeah, I'll be able to help you out. Other than that, hopefully we'll see you on court soon. Hopefully this has made a nice easy process for you, and good luck with your online bookings. Take care. Cheers.